inside the building, like an intranet. Not an internet, an intranet. So the departments knew what one another were doing, they were booking spaces, blah, blah, blah. There was nothing going on. And I would run aground, and I wouldn't be able to get a hold of this guy that helped me build the server. So I just decided that I was going to understand networking. I just decided it one day. I like that song.
I'm sorry, I was trying to get it to turn off.
And I would run aground. And I would say to the Lord before I went to sleep, I don't know what to do. And I would wake up in the morning with a God solution. How many times have you done that working on motor vehicles?
Oh, yeah, lost count.
Lost count. God has solutions. God has solutions for you that you cannot think up.
He does.
They just arrive. They just arrive.
Amen.
Believe in you and your relationship with God. Open up from DSL to 5G. Just open it up. See what happens.
Yeah.
God will blow you away. Maybe blow you into the way. No. God's solutions to your current problems. Pray. Direct connect. Spend that time in the Word with the Holy Spirit. Do not feel competitive with yourself. Do not hear voices of people that have said to you, you're not good enough. Because that will come when you try and just sit there with the Lord. Be still and know that I am God. The still, small voice. It doesn't come when we're, I've got to read so many verses, I've got to read this chapter and blah, 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 and I've got this 365-day Bible reading plan on New Version. I can read one sentence some days and it'll last 2 days.
Yeah.
I'm sitting there with the sentence. I never saw that before. I've read it 10 times, I've read it 50 times if it's the New Testament. If it's the Old Testament, I'm a delinquent.
It's like a good marinade.
Yeah, go for it.
You talk about not competing with yourself. I understand exactly what you're talking about, and a lot of what I've been talking about with Julie this week is where you get a great disappointment in the Lord, that you see others, not so much competing with yourself, but comparing to others, that,
That's a good question.
you know, why have I had to fight and struggle, etc., and they just seem to walk into this blessing and take trips and do all of this stuff, and yet now I'm here, and yeah, I got a good blessing, but it's not something I'm raising my feet up and kicking God about, and I know I'm supposed to be out in the field, I want to go to Africa, and I want to go to South America, and, you know, but it seems to be better on that side, and you feel like the little redheaded stepchild to God, you know.
I've been there.
You know, that is something I have been battling with over this last several months, and I can't seem to get out of it because I'm disappointed. I'm very disappointed.
Okay. We might just stop broadcasting because I'm pretty much done. So this is really cool. I really appreciate you putting your hand up like that.
Sorry, I'm very
No.
nervous to do so, but it's
No.
like this whole, from you to this sermon, it's just all like the named at me, you know.
No, we haven't meant to do that.
No.
No, I don't mean in a bad way. I mean, it's
Yeah.
It's landing.
it's landing.
Yeah. It's a big question. It's a very big question. One of the things that the Apostle Paul encouraged people not to do is to compare one with another.
That's right.
Okay, so that's only the beginning of an answer for you.
Exactly.
I know, it's only the beginning. So putting those aside and feeling disappointed, I lived my life in God, and once my life started to rise, I could see I had deficits. I don't know what they were, but I felt like I had deficits and I was disappointed. I was hard on myself, and I had plenty of opportunities to break out the razor blades. I mean, that's a horrible way of putting it, but that's a simple way of putting it. You know, I would lead worship, and then I'd go hide under the stage and go through every song I sung to go, well, I made a mistake there and there and there and there. And it took a number of years to realize I was missing something. And what it was that I was missing was I invited a pastor into my life, and she was a recent addition to our pastors in the church. And we had a number of pastors, and I didn't want to be pastored by any of them because in Australia, you know, we're Kiwis, but we were living in Australia at the time. I knew that most of those Australian pastors would